and welcome to the Beyond podcast. And this is just a quick reminder that our Wyrd Revels are coming up in a little over 3 weeks. Our Revel seasons are when we record a whole block of audio adaptations of plays in front of a live audience at the White Bear Theatre in Kennington. From the 21st to the 25th of October, we're diving into the weird and the eerie from the Elizabethan and Jacobean theatre, with 5 shows that cross over into what we might call today horror. We open on Tuesday 21st of October with The Witch of Edmonton by Thomas Dekker, John Ford and William Rowley, a folk horror hundreds of years before the term was coined. Somewhere between The Witch-Finder General, Blood on Satan's Claw, with a touch of 2015's The Witch. It is a mix of true accounts of the trial of Elizabeth Sawyer and fiction, in the most startlingly modern of the plays we're producing this year. On Wednesday 22nd of October, we will continue the season with The Wise Woman of Hogston by Thomas Heywood. This is our comedy of the season to leaven out the horror and the darkness, so it's a little bit of a cheat, but it fits into our season because there is an example of the cunning folk, a wise woman who helps you find things and cure what ails you, though this role that she has is more of a front for her running what used to be euphemistically called a disorderly house. On Thursday 23rd of October, we dip further back in time with Seneca's Thyestes, in an early Elizabethan translation by Jasper Heywood. We plan to follow this intense drama of revenge and cookery with a post-show discussion, guests to be announced anon. On Friday 24th of October, we're performing Dr. Faustus by Christopher Marlowe and Friends. This is the first of 2 performances, as there are 2 quite different versions of the play. Friday, it's the A text, printed in 1604, which is the earlier survival to reach us, possibly in collaboration with Thomas Nashe, but other collaborators are available. Nothing is written in stone. The following day, our last day, we're doing a matinee, as it's a Saturday, the 25th of October, and it's an extra long show. We're starting at 3 p.m. and we'll be performing the later 1616 B text of Dr. Faustus, with even more hands involved because it was rewritten. Additional material was created for probably a new set of clowns. And following that, there is an epic discussion of the play and the season at large, with 3 extra special guests. Dr. Tabitha Stanmore, author of Cunning Folk, as well as returning pod guests of Professor Liz Oakley-Brown and Dr. Rebecca King, all of which I am very excited about. And because it's our last day of the season, there will also be a special performance of an ongoing project looking at how the adaptation of Faustus, from the source book to the various iterations of the play, might have been managed. Faustus to Faustus Part 2 will be given an airing as a sort of bonus treat at the end of what will have been quite a long day. We like to pack it in. And of course you can listen to Part 1 of Faustus to Faustus on the podcast now. So there you have it, a host of events crammed into the White Bear Theatre in Kennington from Tuesday to Saturday 21st to 25th of October 2025. If you haven't got your tickets yet, well, book now. I mean, when I say it's crammed into the White Bear is a very small theatre, and there aren't many tickets available, full stop, before the fact we've already sold a reasonable number. So you can buy a season ticket still, covering the whole week. That's the cheapest option. Or you can get each day individually, and if you book more than one show, then there is a rolling discount, so that the next show that you book will be slightly cheaper, so that's almost as cheap as getting a season ticket for the full week. Not quite. Ticket links are in the show description, or you can find the link at our website, beyondshakespeare.org, or you can go to the White Bear's website, or you can go to ticketsource.co.uk/beyondshakespeare. And finally, Well, next weekend we're testing our live streaming capacity for the season, and if the answer is yes, we will live stream the audio only. We are a podcast, really? What are you doing here? We will live stream the audio of the shows for our £5 tier or above patrons. Now, we're not going to sell tickets separately because even after we test, if we can live stream with debatable Wi-Fi, even if that setup works, I'm not sure we can guarantee a successful streaming. I think we can, but I don't think I'd feel comfortable selling tickets specifically to do that. So it's going to be a Brucey bonus for those who support our work. This season at the White Bear is completely uneconomic, by the way. So have I mentioned how small the theatre is? So any support you can give is enormously helpful. So even if you didn't want to go to a £5 tier on the Patreon, anything on the Patreon would be wonderful because we've got a lot of costs to underwrite. And you can always become a free subscriber if you so wish. Patreon.com/Beyond Shakespeare. So that's it. The Witch of Edmonton, The Wise Woman of Hogston, Seneca's Thyestes, and Dr. Faustus. Witches, demons, cunning folk, and just plain old body horror. Do come along and enjoy. Goodbye.